Hey, what's good, YouTube subscribers? How y'all doing tonight? It's your boy MG5 back again with another sports video. And hey, y'all, tonight we have to talk about boxing. There was another big super fight that just got announced yesterday. Whew! Hey, man, I'm gonna be real. 2023 has been lit for boxing. It's been fire. We've been getting some big fights. But there's another big super fight on the way. And I believe, this is a true 50-50 fight. Real boxing fans and real fight fans know what I'm talking about. And in my opinion, this is a true generational type of fight. This is a true generational type of fight. Like Hagler versus Hearns. Leonard versus Hearns. Leonard versus Hagler, Leonard versus Duran, and, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol the Truth Spence Jr. Whoo! Come on, y'all. It's going down July 29th in Las Vegas, Nevada. I cannot wait for this fight. It's a super fight, and I believe that this is the biggest fight to make in boxing. I know others would argue Fury versus Usyk, and I give them that. I feel them on that. Or even Canelo versus Benavidez. But I believe Crawford versus Spence is the biggest fight to make, or one of the biggest fights to make, because, I have a question for y'all. When was the last time that we seen two pound-for-pound fighters in the world fight each other? Both of these guys are in the top 5 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. On most people's list, or most boxing list, Terrence Crawford is number 1 or number 2, and Spence is number 3 or number 4. When was the last time we had two fighters in the top 5 pound for pound fight each other? Everything on the line, undisputed crown, you know what I'm saying? All 4 belts, we gonna find out who will become the undisputed champion of the world at 147. Who will be the undisputed king at the welterweight division? I can't wait for this fight, y'all. I truly can't wait. And y'all already know how we do things around here, man. We got to give our early fight predictions, early thoughts and our early breakdowns on this one. I'm definitely going to make another video come fight week. I want to see the training camps and the all access and stuff like that. And my predictions could change, from now to fight week, July 29th. We got some time, but it's going to come fast, y'all. It's going to come fast. But anyways, let's get straight into it. Let's talk about it a little bit. Styles does make fights. We have Terrence Crawford, the WBO champion, 39-0 with 30 knockouts. And then, we have Errol Spence Jr., 28-0 with 22 knockouts. The IBF Super WBC, Super WBA champion of the world. So, all 4 titles on the line. It's for Undisputed, man. And, Styles does make fights. And both of these guys, they have different styles. You know what I mean? They have different styles. Crawford is more of the boxing approach. He's more of the boxer approach. You know what I mean? He takes his time with things. And Spence, he doesn't really take his time at all. He's kind of like a car crash waiting for you. He tries to break you down and stuff like that. He tries to overwhelm you. So, they both have different styles, but they both fight at a high level. I feel like Crawford, he is the better boxer. He has the better movement. You know what I'm saying? Tic-tac for tic-tac. He is the better boxer than Errol Spence. Like I said, he has the better movement, the better footwork. I feel like Crawford, the counter punching, that counter punching, man. He's definitely going to give Spence some problems with that. And also the way how Crawford can switch the southpaw and orthodox. You know what I'm saying? He can create different angles for himself. So that's definitely going to cause a problem for Spence dealing with that type of fighter. Plus the ring generalship and the ring IQ. You know, you add all of those things together, Crawford's going to be a problem. But the number one advantage that I give Terrence Crawford is his killer instinct. You know, once he gets you hurt, he gets you out of the ring. You know, once he gets you hurt, he gets you out of the ring. You know, Crawford doesn't have like that devastating power, but he is strong and he does have that speed, you know, so, and his timing is real. You know, he's a great counterpuncher, y'all. And once he hurts you, you know what I'm saying? Once he hurts you, he will get you out. So Spence will have to look out for that. Make sure that he does not get caught with the shot that he does not see. You know, I feel like if Crawford stays disciplined and he boxes most of the time, you know what I'm saying, keeps this a strategic boxing match and, you know, a tic-tac for tic-tac type of stuff, I believe he will win the fight. You know, but if he gets lured into a brawl or a bar fight, you know, that's what Spence wants to do. And that's the thing about, you know, Crawford. You know, that's the thing about Crawford. If he gets hit by a big shot, he does want to respond and he does get undisciplined. So that will leave him open for more other big shots. And that's what Errol Spence wants to do, y'all. That's what he wants to do. And I feel like for Spence, you know, his style is definitely a lot more different. You know, like I said, I feel like Crawford, he takes the boxing approach, you know, the boxer approach. And Spence, you know, it's a car crash waiting for you, like right when the bell rings. You know, he's not trying to get to know you or anything like that. You know, Spence throws a lot of punches, y'all. I feel like it's a numbers game with him. You know, it's a numbers game with him. And, you know, he relies on his conditioning and, you know, his power and how hard he hits. You know, you get hit by a lot of shots. You know, if a lot of punches are being thrown and you get hit by a lot of shots, over time, you're either going to, you know, he's going to break you down. You know, you're either going to get tired or you're going to get caught with something that's going to hurt you. And Spence, he doesn't have that devastating type of power, but he does hit hard. You know, he's broken a few eye sockets throughout his career, so he has proven that he hits hard. And the way that he fights, you know, it's a numbers game with him, man. He's in great shape. You know, he's a cardio machine. You know what I'm saying? And his combinations, like I feel like Crawford has the better combinations, but the thing is about Spence, he's mastered the basics. You know, his combinations, it's nothing flashy, but it's very basic. You know what I'm saying? And basic gets the job done. You know, he fights behind that volume jab. And even though I feel like Crawford is the better boxer, Spence does have, you know, the better jab. He fights behind that volume jab. And then, you know, he goes up top and he goes to the body very well. You know, he's a great inside fighter. He knows how to mix it up. And, you know, I feel like for Spence, he will have the cardio advantage in this one. He is the bigger, natural, stronger guy. He does hit harder, so I believe he will have the power advantage. And he is the better inside fighter. And like I said, you know, if you look at his combinations, you know, they're nothing too flashy. They're basic, but basic gets the job done. You know, he mastered the fundamentals and the basics. So that's what I like about Errol Spence Jr. And I feel like, you know, they both have their advantages over each other. And it's going to be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? I think one thing, Crawford does take time to get started. Spence, he doesn't. So that could be a key factor in this one. But, hey, it's going to be a great fight, y'all. It's going to be a great fight, you know. And if y'all don't, hey, trust me, even look up the numbers with Spence in his last fight with Ugas or Porter. It's a numbers game with him, y'all. You know, he's throwing 50 plus punches per round. You know, that rounds up to be about 700 to 800 punches per fight. You know, you're going to get caught with about 200, 300. That all adds up, you know. So for Errol Spence Jr., you know, it's a numbers game with him. You know, he leans on his cardio and how hard he hits. You know, he feels like he's going to break you down throughout the fight. And he does break down his opponents throughout the fight. And for Terrence Crawford, you know, it's more of a boxer approach. You know what I'm saying? He'll box you counterpunch you. And once he finds that shot, then he'll turn up. So, I truly can't wait for this fight. It's a true 50-50 fight. And, my early fight predictions on this one. I feel like if Crawford stays disciplined and he boxes, I think he will win the fight. But if he gets lured into a brawl or a bar fight, I think Errol Spence will get him, because Spence is the bigger, natural, stronger guy. And Crawford, he does get undisciplined, man, when he gets hit hard. He gets undisciplined, y'all. He gets undisciplined. And I feel like Errol Spence Jr. is the wrong cat to get undisciplined with. That's what he wants. But also on the flip side of things, Spence doesn't have the best defense. You know what I'm saying? That's an advantage that I will give to Crawford, is the defense too. Spence does not have the best head movement or the best footwork. So, he does get hit. And if he gets counterpunched by a great counterpuncher with the shot that he does not see coming with the killer instincts of Crawford, Crawford can and will get him out of there. So with that being said, my early fight predictions on this one, I'm leaning towards Errol Spence Jr. I believe Errol Spence Jr. will win this fight. I have a late round stoppage. I'm thinking round 10 or round 11. But we will see, y'all. It's a true 50-50 fight. And it depends how Crawford fights him and how disciplined Crawford is. But with that being said, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. And let me know what y'all think, man. Who y'all got winning this super fight. And make sure y'all don't miss this one, July 29th. But anyways, y'all stay up. And until next time, y'all. Until next time.